Hi everyone, I Mutungopal Singh. Welcome to the Learning of Science Class I. In the previous video class, we studied chapter number 1, crop production and management. And in today's second video class also, let's study the same topic, that is crop production and management. Let's continue. First, chapter number 1, crop production and management. Chapter number 1, crop production and management. Let's see. First, agricultural implement. Agricultural implements. Let's see. Agricultural implements. In the agricultural implements, first, let's see one device. This is plow and this is beam. One pair of bull will pull this plow, and this is plow shaft. And this is plow shear. Plot here, and this is handle. So one pair of bull will pull this plow, and it is used for loosening and turning of the soil. Next, let's see one more instrument, that is hoe. In this instrument, let's see, here is one rod, and here may be the bend plate. This is called bend plate. And here is one more, that is called grip. And here is one beam, and this is handle. And this is rod. This type of hoe and agricultural implement is used by the farmers at the time of crop season. But in our state, Manipur, most of the people use a simple hoe, that is, this is the rod, and here is bend plate. This is bend plate, and this is rod. So this rod is made of bamboo or wood. So people use at the time of gardening as well as at the crop season mostly. Another one is cultivator. So cultivator is And nowadays ploughing is done by tractor-driven cultivator. So another one is seed drill. Seed drill. Seed drill also used at the time of sowing. This is also one of the agricultural implement. So let's see from your textbook. So here is plough, and one pair of bull pull the plough, and it is used for turning and loosening of the soil. And in the next second page, say hoe is shown here, just like this, and seed drill is shown in your textbook here. Okay, next point, let's see. Next point, let's see crop rotation. See, crop rotation. Crop rotation. Crop rotation is very important activity. Say farmers need to replenish the soil. So to replenish soil with nutrients, it is done through crop rotation. Crop rotation. Say alternately growing of the plants. In one season we can plant leguminous plant in one season, and in another season we can plant, say, rice or any other type of the cereal crop. So changing the variety of the crop, that is called crop rotation, which has to replenish the soil. So crop rotation is also an important activity. Next, let's see irrigation. Irrigation. You know, the supply of water to the crop field is called irrigation. So irrigation, there is sources of irrigation. Sources of irrigation. There should be some sources of irrigation. Say the sources of water for irrigation are mainly from, say, wells, deep wells, then ponds, lakes, rivers, dams, and canals. So these are the sources of water which has to be used for irrigation in the crop land. So in the irrigation, say some methods are there, say modern methods of irrigation and traditional methods of irrigation. In the traditional methods of irrigation, say we can mention some of the points, like, say, in the irrigation, traditional methods of irrigation. Traditional methods of irrigation. Traditional methods of irrigation, we can mention number one, mode, that is also known as pulley system. And number two is sand pump. And number three, Dekli. And number four is Rahat. So these four systems are there in the traditional method of irrigation. So let's see from your textbook. Here in the traditional methods of irrigation, say mode pulley system. In the mode pulley system, water is drawn from the wells and it is distributed to the crop plant. Likewise, in the sand pump system also, water is drawn from the wells and it is distributed to the crop plant. In the Deckley also, like this. Here in the Rahat system, water is drawn from the ground and it is used with this bull, and water has to draw from the ground and it is distributed to the crop plant. Okay, in the modern methods of irrigation, there is also two systems in the modern methods of irrigation. In the modern methods of irrigation, two systems are there. They are number one, say sprinkler system, and number two is drip system. So you can look at your textbook. Say, let's see, in the modern methods of irrigation, sprinkler system and drip system are there. This is a sprinkler system. In the sprinkler system, say, it is more useful on the uneven land where sufficient water is not available. So the perpendicular pipes having rotating nozzles on top are joined to the main pipeline at regular intervals, and water is allowed to flow through the main pipe under pressure with the head of pump. So it escapes from the rotating nozzle and it gets sprinkled on the crop as if it is raining, just like raining. Likewise, in the drip system also, water falls drop by drop directly near the roots, and this is the best technique for watering fruit plants, gardens, trees, etc. So this is the sprinkler system and this is the drip system, as you know, drip system. Okay, next let's see protection from weeds. Protection from weeds. This is also one of the agricultural practice. Protection from weeds. So you know, weeds are unwanted plants grow along with the crop plant. They grow naturally. So we need to remove it by uprooting or by using, say, khurpi. So weeds can also be killed by using weedicides. Say weedicides like 2,4-D. This is weedicide. We can spray to the weeds and we can kill. Here in your textbook, using a sprayer machine, spraying of the weedicide is shown here in order to kill weeds. Next point, let's see harvesting. Harvesting. Harvesting is also one of the main agricultural activity. So harvesting for crops is used by using a machine called thresher or threshing. But nowadays harvesting is done by using, say, a machine called combine. A picture is shown in your textbook. That is a combine machine. So combine machine, cutting of the standing crop, that is mature crop, and separation of the crops from the plant is done in this machine, combine machine. So harvesting can also be done manually then we can use some of the devices. Then grains has to be separated from the plant. Some of the devices like winnowing are also used by the farmers. And some of the harvest festivals are also there, like Pongal, Baishakhi, Holi, Diwali, Nabanya, and Bihu. These are the harvest festivals in our country. Next, let's see winnowing. Storage. 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 The grains we have to store, we have to protect, we have to prevent from the reaching out of the rats, then birds, and say insects. You know, the quantity of grains eaten by rats is less than the quantity they waste. So we have to protect from the rats and also from birds and insects. And at the time of storing grains, some of the people, some of the farmers, they use neem leaves. When they store grains in their granary house, neem leaves are used in order to protect from other pests like say rats, birds, or insects. Okay, next let's see. Most of the farmers at the time of storing their grains, they use say jute bags, or say metallic bins. But for the large scale storage of grains, farmers use silos and granaries. So I will show. Here is farmers store grains in the jute bags, and here is the silos for storage of grains. This is the silos. You have seen. Next, let's see animal husbandry. Animal husbandry. Animal husbandry. Animal husbandry. What is animal husbandry? It's a rearing of animals in a large scale to get our food. That is called animal husbandry. Actually, animal husbandry is one branch of agriculture in which animals are reared, breed, and raised to get our food, say like milk, egg, and meat. So that activity is called animal husbandry. Actually, it is one branch of agriculture where farmers rear animals in large scale to get our food. That is called animal husbandry. Now, let's study some of your textual questions. Textbook page number 13. Textbook page number 13. Question number 1. Select the correct words from the following list and fill in the blanks. Some words are given in your textbook. Here, float, water, crop, nutrients, preparation. These words are given. In the question number 1a, the same kind of plants grown and cultivated on a large scale at a place is called, it should be crop. So you have to choose this word crop and fill this blank. The correct answer is crop. And number B, the first step before growing crops is dash of the soil. So which word you have to choose from this given word? The first step before growing crop is preparation of the soil. So you have to select this word preparation of the soil. This is the correct answer. Next page, let's see. Next page, textbook page number 14. Textbook page number 14, question number 1C. Question number 1C. Damaged seeds would dash on top of water. Damaged seeds would float on top of water. So you have to choose the word float. And number D, for growing a crop, sufficient sunlight and dash from the soil are essential. So in the previous textbook, in the previous page, so from these words you have to choose in order to fill this sentence so that it becomes a meaningful sentence. For growing a crop, sufficient sunlight and water, it should be water, and nutrients, this word should be nutrients, from the soil are essential. Next, question number 2, let's see. Match items in column A with those in column B. Column A and column B, we have to match these items. So in the column A, Roman 1 to Roman number 4 is given. In column B, number A to number E is given. So we have to match. Say number 1, Kharif crops, it should be matched with number E, paddy and maize. Paddy and maize. Number E. Number 1 should be matched with number E. And number 2, Rabi crops. Rabi crops you should match with number D, wheat, gram, pea. Wheat, gram, pea. Number 3, chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers, you should match with number B. Chemical fertilizers, say urea and superphosphate. These are the chemical fertilizers. So number 3 should match with number B. And Roman number 4, organic manure. Organic manure, you have to match this number 4 with number C. Number C. Here, animal excreta, cow dung, urine, and plant waste. So, number 4 should match with number C. Okay, that's all for question number 2. And for question number 3, give 2 examples of each. The question asks like this: give 2 examples of each. In the number A, Kharif crop. Kharif crop, we have to give two example. Kharif crop, say you can give, in the answer you can give paddy and maize. So there are so many Kharif crops like say soybean, groundnut, cotton, but you can write only two because the question asks to give two example. Next, question number 3b, Rabi crops. So you can give in the answer wheat, gram, and other crops are also there for the Rabi crop. Say for example pea, mustard, etc. So you can write only two because question demand only two. Next, question number 4. Please look at that. Write a paragraph in your own words on each of the following. Question number 4a. Preparation of soil. So in the answer preparation of soil, you can give answer in this way. Say in the preparation of soil, in the answer you can make answer like this. The preparation of soil is the first step before growing a crop. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. This allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. The loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes, which are friends of the farmer and add humus to it. Also, turning and loosening of soil brings the nutrient-rich soil to the top so that plants can use these nutrients. And number B, sowing. Number B, sowing. Sowing is the most important part of crop production. Before sowing, good quality seeds are selected. Good quality seeds are clean and healthy seeds for a good variety. Seeds can be sown by seed drill or manually. And next, number C, weeding. In the answer you can make like this. Weeds are unwanted plants that grow along with crops, and removal of weeds is known as weeding. Weeds can be removed either manually by using tools like khurpi or by using weedicides like 2,4-D. These are sprayed in the fields to kill the weeds. And next, number D, threshing. The process of separating of the grains from the chaff is called threshing. This is carried out with the help of a machine called combine, which is in fact a combine harvester and thresher. That's all for question number 4. And question number 5, explain how fertilizers are different from manure. Question number 5. So the answer for this question number 5, you can write from the textbook. In your textbook, the difference between, say, fertilizer and manure are given in your textbook. Fertilizer is a man-made organic soil, whereas manure is a natural substance obtained by the decomposition of cattle dung and plant residues. And number 2, fertilizer is prepared in factories, and manure can be prepared in the fields. Fertilizers does not provide any humus to the soil, and manure provides a lot of humus to the soil. And number 4, fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, whereas manure is relatively less rich in plant nutrients. So from your textbook, you can make answer for this question, question number 5. And now let's see question number 6. Question number 6. What is irrigation? Describe two methods of irrigation which conserve water. Irrigation. What is irrigation? Question number 6. Let's see. In the answer, The supply of water to crops at different intervals is called irrigation. The two methods of irrigation which conserve water are: number one, sprinkler. Then you can make a short note about the sprinkler like this. Under this method, the perpendicular pipes having rotating nozzles on top are joined to the main pipelines at regular intervals. When water is allowed to flow through the main pipe under pressure with the help of a pump, it escapes from the rotating nozzles. It gets sprinkled on the crop as if it is raining. And point number 2, drip system. In this system, the water falls drop by drop just at the position of the roots. It is the best technique for watering fruits, plants, gardens, and trees. Water is not wasted at all. It is a boon in regions where availability of water is poor. And next, question number 7. If wheat is sown in the Kharif season, what would happen? Discuss. Question number 7. So, in the answer, wheat is a Rabi crop, hence it requires cold climatic conditions to be grown properly. If it is sown in the Kharif season, it will not grow or may get destroyed due to excessive rains in the Kharif season. So you can give answer like this. Next, question number 8. Explain how soil gets affected by the continuous plantation of crops in a field. So the answer for this question number 8, you can answer like this. Soil supplies mineral nutrients to the crop. These nutrients are essential for the growth of plants. Continuous growing of crops in the same fields makes soil poorer in certain nutrients. This makes the soil infertile. And then, to replenish the soil with nutrients, farmers need to add manures to the soil. Next, question number 10, let's see. Arrange the following box in proper order to make a flowchart of sugarcane crop production. Let's see. Number one, sending crop to sugar factory. And number 2, irrigation. Number 3, harvesting. Number 4, sowing. Number 5, preparation of soil. Number 6, ploughing the field. Number 7, manuring. So we have to arrange the box in proper order to make a flowchart. So in the correct order, question number 10, the correct order is say 5. You can write 5, 6, 4, 7, 2, 3, and 1. This is the correct order. So here you can see 5, preparation of soil, 6, ploughing the field, 4, sowing, and number 7 is manuring, number 2 is irrigation, number 3 is harvesting, and number 1, sending crop to sugar factory. Here I missed one question. That is, what are weeds? Question number 9, how can we control them? So the undesirable plants may grow necessarily along with the crop are called weeds. So I repeat this, question number 9. There are many ways to remove weeds and control their growth. weeds can be removed by uprooting or cutting them close to the ground. From time to time, this is done with the help of a khurpi. So weeds are also controlled by using certain chemicals called weedicides like 2,4-D. So these are spray in the fields to kill the weeds. Okay, next let's see question number 11. Complete the following word puzzle with the help of clues given below. Down, providing water to the crops, keeping crop grains for a long time under proper condition, and certain plants of the same kind grown on a large scale. Across, a machine used for cutting the mature crop, and Rabi crop that is also one of the pulses. And number 6, a process of separating the grain from chaff. So for question number 11, I will write here question number 11. In the down, the first one will be irrigation, I-R-R-I-G-A-T-I-O-N, irrigation. And second should be storage, S-T-O-R-A-G-E, storage. And number 5 should be crop, C-R-O-P, crop. And for across, it should be harvester, number 1. Number 3 should be harvester, H-A-R-V-E-S-T-E-R, harvester. And number 4 should be, number 5 should be harvester, it should be number 4. Number 4 should be gram, G-R-A-M, gram. And number 6 should be winnowing, W-I-N-N-O-W-I-N-G, winnowing. So with that, we end this chapter. In the next video class, I will bring you another topic for today. Thank you all.